The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Purdy. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down. They'll give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Ruckert holding it in on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Williams on the slant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen. But he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
That is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. Set. Bronco switch. Rock. Shot alert. Shot. Check.
Here's Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Now Hall to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This one deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, and he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll find Hall, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead, the punt for the Jets. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Purdy. And now Now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And shedding through the tackle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's
touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a 2nd and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Williams brings it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Second and a couple. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's good. For
Ayuk goes in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 41, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Purdy from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. And he's going to go down again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run with Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams from 10 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back up. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down, 10 yards to go.
Purdy. That's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The visitors' offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
At the Jets' 48-yard line. Go.
Purdy off the play fake. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 48 yards. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. In motion right, that's Williams. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Running left, it's Hall. Down at the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he stays up. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Still going. They can't stop him. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for A. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing here, Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the fourth. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Give to Hall running right. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
26 yards. First down, Jets.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go, here we go.
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win.